Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're taking an in-depth look at one of the most anticipated muscle cars of the modern era, the 2025 Plymouth Barracuda. Yes, you heard that right. After decades away, the Barracuda nameplate has returned, and it's not just back, it's making noise. With bold styling, a retro-modern design, and serious power under the hood, the new Barracuda might just shake up the performance car world again. Let's start with what immediately grabs your attention: the design. At first glance, the 2025/2025 Barracuda pays homage to its classic predecessors, especially the legendary 71 model. But this isn't just a nostalgic throwback. Up front, it wears a wide, aggressive stance with a modern interpretation of the split grille. Slim LED headlights are tucked into the grille lines, giving the front fascia a sinister expression that dares anything to get in its way. The hood features functional heat extractors and, depending on the trim, a scoop that hints at the beast beneath. From the side, the profile is unmistakably muscle. A long hood, short rear deck, and a low-slung body create a classic silhouette reimagined for the 21st century. Plymouth has gone with sculpted side panels and pronounced rear haunches that give it a dynamic sense of motion even at a standstill. Optional 20 or 21-inch forged wheels are wrapped in performance rubber, with Brembo brakes peeking out from behind. And if you're a fan of customization, you'll appreciate the dual-tone paint options and blackout packages that come straight from the factory at the rear. The Barracuda doesn't disappoint. The full-width LED taillight bar feels like a futuristic twist on classic American design, giving it a signature glow at night. The quad exhaust setup lets out a rumble that's unmistakably V8. A subtle ducktail spoiler adds a bit of downforce, without compromising the clean lines. And the rear diffuser hints that this isn't just a cruiser, it's a corner carver to dot step inside. And you'll find that the Barracuda is as focused on the driver as it is on power. The cabin blends retro cues with modern tech in a way that feels deliberate, not forced. 8. Deep bolstered sport seats come in leather or Alcantara, with color stitching that matches your exterior. A nice touch. The flat-bottom steering wheel feels great in hand, and behind it sits a fully digital gauge cluster that can be customized for street, sport, or track driving. The center stack is anchored by a 12.3-inch touchscreen running the latest Uconnect system. With Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a suite of performance apps built right in. Comfort doesn't take a back seat either, unless you're actually in the back seat, which is predictably tight. This is a muscle coupe, after all. But up front, the experience is premium. Ambient lighting, a 900-watt Harman Kardon audio system, wireless charging, and adaptive climate control all help remind you that this isn't just a brute. It's a refined machine. Now let's talk about what matters most: performance. The 2025 Barracuda offers multiple engine options, starting with a 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six, codenamed Hurricane, pushing out 420 horsepower in the base model. But the real headline is the optional 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, depending on the trim. It's producing anywhere between 500 and a rumored 750 horsepower in the top CUDA SRT variant. That's right, this thing doesn't just look fast, it'll blow past most modern sports cars with ease. The 0 to 60 time ranges from 4.2 seconds in the base model, down to a blistering 3.1 seconds in the high-output V8 trim. Power is delivered through either a 6-speed manual transmission or an 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but for the first time in a Barracuda, all-wheel drive is available, making this a year-round weapon in any climate. Handling has been fine-tuned as well. Independent suspension on all four corners, adaptive dampers, and a near 50/50ths weight distribution make the Barracuda surprisingly agile. There's genuine feedback in the steering, and the magnetic ride control makes real-time adjustments depending on how hard you push it. Braking is equally impressive, with 6-piston calipers up front and fade-resistant rotors that inspire confidence lap after lap. So, how much will all this muscle set you back? The 2025 Plymouth Barracuda starts at around $48,000 for the base Turbo 6 model. Step up to the V8 and you're looking at closer to $62,000. The high-performance SRT variant. Expect that to land in the $80,000 to $90,000 range, depending on options. That puts it right in the territory of the Mustang Dark Horse, the Camaro ZL1, and even some European sport coupes. But with the Barracuda's heritage, styling, and straight-line fury, it carves out a niche of its own. So, is the 2025 Plymouth Barracuda worth it? If you're a fan of old-school muscle but want modern refinement, the Barracuda offers one of the most compelling packages out there. It's loud, bold, unapologetic, just like a muscle car should be. But it's also technologically sharp, impressively built, and surprisingly versatile. It's not trying to be everything to everyone, and that's what makes it great. That wraps up our deep dive on the 2025 Plymouth Barracuda. Let us know in the comments, would you take this over a Mustang, Challenger, or Camaro? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more reviews and updates on the hottest rides hitting the streets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.